Hello and welcome to TA for Traders. It's Thursday the 11th of May and I'm Nigel Croft. In this video we'll be looking at two UK companies. BT has come out with figures today, and also another stock that's come out with figures today is STOB Group. BT, we'll see, has come back to a critical support level at the 301. If that fails, it's got plenty of downside to go. STOB Group, on the other hand, has, after the figures today, has moved into new high ground. There's no resistance, and the momentum should keep that stock moving higher. Then we're going to move over to two US stocks. We're going to look at AMZN. Obviously, it's had a very good run. There's just slight caution coming through on the daily, looking at the RSI, and also on the 4-hour chart there, looking at the RSI. Start of a loss of momentum and looking like we're going to see some consolidation. And then finally in the US, we're going to look at Becton Dickinson, BDX, which has come out with a secondary offering this week, $2.25 billion. That was done at a price of 176.5. That 176.5 is going to prove a key support level. Really, the technicals have deteriorated. Anyway, thanks for watching this video from TA for Traders. If you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. You'll then get updates from YouTube every time I put videos on. I post videos. I'm doing them most days, doing them not just on single stocks, but also on equity indices, commodities, and the Forex markets. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Thank you. Okay, so I've forgotten to make the screen big. There we go. And let's go to the first stock, which is British Telecom. Sorry, I'll turn the cursor off. And you can see that today we've had the figures, and the stock is coming off quite heavily. In fact, today's candle is an engulfing picture in that we opened above yesterday's range, we moved to a new high, and now we're down towards the bottom of the range. Totally engulfing yesterday's, in fact the previous 4 days trading. So a negative picture on the candle there today. The RSI, which was starting to slightly indicate some positive momentum coming into this stock, has now cracked downwards. MACD moving sideways but likely to roll over. We came up against the resistance of the 20-day. You may not be able to see it on the video, but if you make it a big screen, it's presently at the 309.12 level. That's downtrending and continues to be a negative influence, as does the 50-day and the 200-day, although obviously now we're quite extended from those. The key to this market is this 301 support, which we had on the 4th of May, and that was the platform for the rally. Below there's minimal support from January in the 298 levels, and then at 290 in the 297s. I'll be showing you the key levels later. Really, given the picture, one would expect the supports to fail and this stock to move lower. Looking at the weekly, this is the weekly picture. Each candle represents 1 week, and you can see the vulnerability on BT. It is down towards this lower support. If that fails, there's nothing to hold this stock. The RSI is 34.44, bumbling along towards oversold levels, but not indicating that we're going to get a rally. If we did get a rally from here, you could say it's a double bottom, but we're a long way from that. We're not rallying, so no sign of that. If that was the case, the RSI would then tick up and it would start to look better, but at the moment it looks bad. And actually you can see here the volume has picked up on the sell-off, which is a bad sign as well. MACD are flatlining but at very low levels. On the 4-hour chart, I mean, this is where you'd get the early signs of any sign of a rally or consolidation of the downtrend, and you're just not seeing that. Very bad picture from today. Again, an engulfing candle. RSI has cracked down back below 50, presently at 40.41. MACD not as bad, but not above zero, and they will roll down. Okay, so a bad picture where the support resistance levels. You've got the resistances at those moving averages, but well above the market. Key supports which need to be watched very closely: 301, 298.55. Below there, crash helmets needed. Okay, let's go on to a more bullish picture, and this is STOB Group, sorry, the logistics company, STOB. Come out with figures today. They're also having an IPO actually of their logistics side, so it's all good news that's coming out. You can see this continual pattern of staircase, flags move up, flag move up, flag move up. This move will continue. All the moving averages are moving up positively. Perhaps on the RSI, 80.89, slightly overbought. But as I've said in other videos, don't be off put by an overbought RSI. It's not a sell signal. It's just a sign of the positive momentum on this stock. And if there is any consolidation, it probably will prove short-lived, and the RSI will unwind somewhat. And actually, you can see on the flag, the MACD did roll down, so they were kind of a slight warning, but it was a flag. The moving average, the 20-day, gave the support. MACD are now turning around and actually are just about to start indicating a bullish sign, a bull indicator. This is the weekly. There's no resistance on the upside. Again, the RSI is high, 83.39. MACD here are already positive and have been since January. And you can see the move we've had since January. But the momentum should keep this stock going up. And in the short term, again, there's no concerns here. We've had the flag. The RSI, the MACD is now turned up, and the RSI is showing positive momentum. Very quickly looking at the supports, there's no resistance on this stock. We're at an all-time high today. Supports are at 224.09, 20-day, and then the second support is at 222. In the States, let's start with Amazon. Again, a stock that's had a very good run. Will it continue? Well, momentum is positive. All the moving averages are moving up. Is there any warning signs? I would say here the RSI potentially is giving us a warning sign. We've had a move to a new high, which was a couple of days ago, 9th of May. That took it above the highs of the 1st of May. Now, if you look where the RSI was on the 1st of May, it was at it peaked at 76.21. Then on the 9th of May, we've peaked at 60 or 71.02. So it peaked at a lower level. That could be it's not yet fully confirmed, but it could be a non-confirmation. If it's a non-confirmation, expect some consolidation. I'll go straight on to the shorter term chart, and here you can also see that we've had this non-confirmation of the RSI, in that when we moved to the new high, the RSI was below the previous peak. That's a warning sign. Also on this 4 hour, you're getting a warning sign from the MACD, which are rolling down with the lot shorter term about to go below the longer term. So again, a warning sign. Looking at the weekly, here there's nothing to, there's no warning signs. The RSI is slightly overbought, but that's just a sign of the momentum. 75.26, MACD positive, perhaps slightly extended from the moving averages. But I would just say from these RSIs, it's a great switch into a long call. If you've got exposure here, just switch it, which will, if we do get a consolidation, you'll outperform, having held the equity. A great time to do that is when a stock's like this and we're starting to get slight warning signs. I wouldn't be surprised if it continues up, but just with these RSIs and the MACD just starting to flash amber, I would just step to the sideline, switch into a long call, maintain your exposure that way, and you'll save yourself some dollars. Looking at the support resistance levels, not on BT, on AMZN, and the resistance is at that all-time high, 957.86, with support 930 spot 3, and then support at the 20-day coming in at 920 spot 64. Going on to the final stock we're looking at on this video, Becton Dickinson. They've just done a secondary offering this week, enormous size, 2.25 billion, and it's priced at 176.5. Don't be surprised if the stock comes back towards that level over the next couple of days. It will find support from the 200-day moving average around that level. So there is support there. The slight concern on this stock is the high levels of volume that we've been seeing on the down move. Obviously, a lot of that has been created by this secondary offering this week, but it's cracked down the RSI, so we're now showing negative momentum. Also, the RSI is down below 50, 41.56, and the MACD as well just started to indicate negative momentum and started to flash a sell signal. If the 176, the 200-day moving average, doesn't hold, you would then expect a move down to the next support levels, which are just below between the 170 and 172. Looking at the weekly, and again you can see the RSI's cracked down. It's lost its upside momentum, still above 50. It's 51.33, but will go back below 50 in the next few days. MACD again indicating a loss of upside momentum and is flashing a sell signal as the blue line on mine, the short term, moves below the longer term. Support on this weekly would come in at the 175 spot 31 level, which is the 50-day moving average. We're already below the 20-day moving average, so a slight warning sign. I suppose you can say there's a trend line that we're still above, which is that trend line, which would hold the medium-term picture, but as I've said, the 176 level's key. If that fails, 170, 172, that would bring this Becton Dickinson down to this trend line, and it would be tested. Looking at the short term, and here you can see the breakdown. We've had the 20 and the 50 moving averages, which are 4-hour moving averages, are rolling over. They'll give resistance on any upside. 200-day okay, but the 200, this is the 200 4-hour, that's at 178.51. We are likely to go below there in the next couple of days because of this secondary. And again, here you can see the pickup in volumes. RSI negative momentum, MACD negative. So overall on Becton Dickinson, it looks like it's going to test those key supports at the 176 and then potentially fall to 170, 172 level. Looking at the support resistances, resistance 1 at the 20-day, 183.14, and then at 185.8. But we're more interested in the supports. There is support at 177.01. Then, of course, the placing price 176.5, and then below there, the 200-day comes in at 175.87. So that's been TA for Traders. Thanks for watching this video. If you're not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, please click that button. You'll then get informed every time that I post a video to YouTube, which is most days when I can. Thanks for watching. Please remember these videos are for educational purposes only and are my opinion, and in no way are they meant as an investment recommendation. Please read the disclaimer. Thank you.